Okay, we're gonna do this kind of quickly as possible because this tablet of mine is not fully charged. So, welcome to Earthworm Jim 2. I was going to review this yesterday, but this Xbox One refuses to start right away. So instead, I had to review the Ghostbusters movie. Anyways, he's that you see in the intro. Princess, what's her name, is captured once again. But this time by Psychro. Oh. And Queen's Fog, he's Slug for Bud is not in the sequel. This time our hero gets new abilities in this game. Using his buddy, he's not, the little green guy, to go to higher or tough reaches. And more interesting, wacky challenge, grabbing a pig in front of that Bob, the killer goldfish. Since in the first level you are facing him later on as a mini boss, and facing his henchman cat number 2. Use Overgen to whack and then let the pile of stuff drop on him. In this sequel, this is more cartoonish than the first one. Does excavators to avoid keep falling grannies that'll whack him and send him back down. And find hidden bonus areas to get extra life. In this game, you're pretty much just gonna keep on annoying these unskippable commercials. Come on! As I was saying, I thought I was rudely interrupted. And in this sequel, you pretty much had to say Princess what's her name once again. While our hero Earthworm Jim does some weird, wacky hijinks, and yes, it's not going to be used as a parachute. On avoiding deadly traps that show some wacky animation. And you get the cow saying well done. Next is rinse soil. Our hero Earthworm Jim, obviously he's already a worm, and will get crumbled over by the dirt. If he doesn't get out of there in time, he'll get crushed by a bunch of rocks. Avoiding some enemies on the way. Or shoot them right back with his awesome blaster gun. Speaking of the gun, you get different weapons. First one is the bubble. It's completely useless. Brick weapon can blow enemies off screen. The entirety of the screen. This sequel has many different stages, but learning one will get a little bit hard. The other boss you'll be facing is none other than a giant maggot with legs, and it'll eat Earthworm Jim. So you have to keep shooting as quickly as possible, or Earthworm Jim will be eaten alive. Next is one of my least favorite things about this game, puppy love. Puppy love is one of the toughest ones of them all. so no any asteroids. Just puppy love. And the mean nasty Synchro throws poor innocent little puppies out the window and you have to use this oversized marshmallow pillow to cover their fall so Peter Puppy can catch them. But if you drop too many of them, Peter Puppy will turn to a mean monster and beat you up for not saving them. And watch out for the bomb, you'll take damage as well. And Peter Puppy will throw it back at Synchro in only like 3 rounds. And pick up many items for your extra health. So yes, Earthworm Jim will get up to 200% when he takes extra health. Next, he becomes a salamander for some reason. I always find this one pretty creepy and weird. And the other one jumps some veins trying to grab Earthworm Jim while avoiding the tilts that are in his way. If it gets hit by those, he'll scream in pain, touching those things. I'm reviewing the Super Nintendo because it's a bit better than the Sega Genesis. The graphics in this game look fabulously perfect. There's not much else to say about this one, so I'm just gonna fast forward this. In this one, you enter in a pop quiz game. If you answer correctly, you'll get extra points and, well, health. When I was young, I did not notice which one of these would be correct. So I randomly press the button and you get random items. If you answer them incorrect, you get nothing! You lose! And you do this. Bit of Simon Says. What you call Bop It. Okay, whatever. If you play the game, you might have to know what to do. Next is Frying Pan. Whatever level this is called. Where our hero Earthworm Jim takes his flying device and has to carry the bomb toward the very end of the stage. So you have to carry the bomb all the way to the main villain that returns. It's from the first game, but this time no 3 rounds. And the villain is none other than Major Mucus. Yeah, he's back. But he's pretty easy to defeat in this game. Just carry the bomb right towards him while avoiding his snap attacks. Okay. And just like that, he's finished. Another round of Puppy Love Part 2. You already pretty much know what to do in this one. There are slight differences to this game to Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, especially the backgrounds. I almost forgot to mention this was on Sega Saturn and PlayStation 1, and they changed the backgrounds pretty perfectly, so I'll probably get to those ones pretty soon and talk about the minor differences to this game, and most likely the first one, Earthworm Jim Special edition. Okay, I did not see the cow smile back there. Speaking of cows, you have to use cows to get past and have to use their milk to raise the gate toward the very end of the levels. You can also switch your weapons, and for the Sega Genesis, you are stuck with the weapons. I almost forgot about that. Also, take out those UFOs that are carrying the cows away, or you'll have to do this all over again. This is all you do in this level, just carry cows toward the barn houses until the very end of the level. Next is the circus stage, where you have to inflate Earthworm Jim's head and to get to the very top while avoiding hot burning lights and evil cats shooting at you. Pop an Earthworm Jim's head. While picking up extra health and items on the way. And this one, when you are at the very end of the stage, you have to use your amazing strength to hit the items that are at the very top at the right moment by shooting at it, by jumping on it. Next is a business level where there's full of papers and business people. And you have to carry a round cage ball to make it to the other side. While finding more enemies on the way in live walkers are out for Earthworm Jim's blood. You can jump on them to get to the other side. And here's a mini boss. A running door. A way to get the doors to open. You have to get trapped on that foot sticking out. And you complete the level. Alright, we're almost close to the end, so we might have to finish this in part 2 of, Earthworm Jim 2 for the Super Nintendo. So leave a like and subscribe. I'll finish the rest of this in part 2 of, Earthworm Jim 2 for the Super Nintendo. See you in the next one.